Welcome back, NASCAR Heat 4 fans. We are at the beginning of Season 7. We have 3 Daytona races. We have the Gander Outdoor Series race, the Infinity race, and the Monster Series race. I have put a new paint job on my truck here. We are ready to go. Season 7. I am done doing the Extreme Dirt Series. I have hung my boots up. I raced 6 seasons in that. I don't know why it says 7 seasons on the Extreme Dirt Series. I am not racing it. I have done 6 seasons in it. I won 5 championships. I am starting my 5th season in the Truck Series. I have won 2 championships in that. I just won the championship in the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. These are my stats right now as it stands at the beginning of Season 7. So we will go ahead and get started at Daytona here. Yeah. I hear myself talking. I think we are doing 70 laps in this race at Daytona here. New paint job for the Loves number 69 Toyota Tundra. Ahead. Race setup is good. I'm going ahead and get in here.
You're clear pit road.
Just truck up to speed, run some practice laps, see if I can hit that goal time, which I probably won't because I won't be in the draft. So I probably won't hit it. New paint job for the Toyota Tundra. Right here, red rims with a yellow ring around them, which you can barely see the yellow ring, but and then in the Infinity Series, I will be driving the number 2 car, which I kind of stole from somebody else, which kind of mocked me at the beginning of the championship run. So I took his car, Tyler Reddick, and in the Monster Series I will be driving the number 3 car, which used to belong to Dale Earnhardt, and both cars belong to Richard Childress Racing, RCR. So I will be driving for the same team in both series. And then we will have 3 races at Atlanta and then 3 races at Vegas, and then the schedule starts getting all mixed up, so for each series. And we will make the most out of it this year, the best we can. I will do one more lap here. nowhere near the practice time, but that's because I probably won't be able to run it without the drag. So we've gone ahead and skipped to qualifying here.
Time to go.
Daytona, it's not where you start, it's where you finish, so it doesn't matter where I start.
Okay, fast lap here.
We'll be starting 22nd for today's race. See where everybody else is starting here. Looks like some of the trucks that are usually up front are starting in the back today, but that doesn't usually matter in a race like Daytona. Like I said, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And usually with about 10 laps to go, you want to be within the top 10. At least within the top 10 or higher. That way you can make your move to the front. My goal position today will be 5th place. So 5th place or higher. Most of the Daytona races I do end up finishing first. Because usually once I get up front, I stay up front because I ride the bottom of the racetrack the way you're supposed to. The way most drivers do. Only if you go high do cars start passing you. And every now and then I might move to the high line just to give other drivers a chance to lead a few laps. It's fun leading the whole race, but sometimes it gets boring when you're up front leading the whole race. You want to have some competition, you want to drop back a little bit, relax a little bit, and then drive back towards the front again. So we are running a new paint scheme this year. So we did run it yellow for the championship run last season. We did change the truck to yellow. We are running red right now. I would run it black, but I cannot see the lugs.
Are you ready now?
with the black paint job. I thought about running gray. We have not decided on that yet. And we are green here at Daytona. We have 50 laps, not 70. So it'd be 50 laps for the trucks, probably 70 laps for the Infinity Series, and 100 laps for the Monster Series. So whether or not we get all three in today, I do not know. So
Still there, inside. Here we go now, 3 wide. You got room, you're clear there. Stay low, stay low.
whoa! Somebody tagging me on the outside, my bumper on the outside of my truck there.
Careful, still there. Still there. Careful, still there. Still there. Stay at the bottom here. Still there. Still there. Careful. Still there. Careful. Still there. Still there. Stay low. Still there. Careful. Still there. You got room. You're clear there. Careful. Still 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 there.
Currently running 9th place here. 8th place now. Sheldon Creed went a little bit too high, so I dove under him.
You got room. You're clear there.
Up to 7th place now.
Still there.
Working our way to the front here.
Clear high. Clear high.
All right.
Careful. Still there.
And keep going. going here.
Excellent lap there. Good job. You got room. You're clear.
Crowd will probably go wild when I take the lead. So, running 4th place now.
Alright, you're clear there.
Trying to get our loves, number 69 Toyota Tundra to the front here. Decided to get away from the dirt for a while, so maybe in my retirement season I will go back to the dirt series race and do one more round at it, but that's going to be probably not till I win at least 3 or 4 championships in the Monster Series, which is going to take a while because I want to do it with my own team. After this year, I will build my own team in the Infinity Series and then wait 2 or 3 more years before I build my own team in the Monster Series. So currently running 4th place here at Daytona.
Still there. Careful. Still there. Alright, you're clear there. Careful. Still there. Careful. Still there. Careful, still there. Still there. Still there. Careful, still there. Hold your line, got one inside. Clear all around. Car outside. You got room, you're clear there. Careful, still there. Stay on the bottom. Alright, you're clear there.
Okay, we have currently taken the lead here at Daytona. And we have our first caution out. Something happened behind me, so not exactly sure what. Had to be some type of wreck or a blown tire or somebody blew their motor or something. So we got Matt Crafton pitting and that is it. So it might be just something wrong with him. So could have been a blown motor. It could have been a tire that went out already. Never know. Never know at a race like this. So Sometimes their gearing is a little too short, and it's easy to redline if they push their gas pedal down too much while in the draft. My gearing is not like that. I make sure I have enough pedal to where I can get up to more speed before I start the red line. So we are restarting, going to lap 15 of 50 here at Daytona for the first race out of 3 for 3 different series. Lap 17 of 50 here. Getting closer to halfway done here at this race today. We are on 50% length for the NASCAR season, which we have been ever since season 1. So I don't think I want to increase it to 100% because that would be a lot more laps. Even though in the truck series here it would only be 100 laps, so 200 miles, or 250 miles, since it is a 2.5-mile oval, so it would be 100 laps. We are doing half of that, so we are only doing 125 miles. And I'm trying to get a victory in all 3 Daytona races. Whether or not I get them all in right now, I do not know. Because it would be almost a 3-hour video, and I don't know if I want to make a 3-hour video. The longest I've gone is about 2 hours and 45 minutes on one video. And I'm pretty exhausted today. So even though I did get some sleep, I'm still exhausted. I might do this race here and then watch some of The Walking Dead and then go to bed.
Got one peeking outside.
Nephew keeps knocking the fan over. That's what that noise is. I don't want him to break it though. I don't need to buy a new fan.
Alright, you're clear. Clear eye, bud.
A lot going on behind me. I can see it in my mirror, but try not to pay attention too much. We are on lap 20 of 50. We are almost halfway done. Whether or not we'll have pit stops depends on whether or not we have another caution. And I went kind of high going into that turn, so I will stay on the high side here. So I am able to go back low. There we go. Let somebody else lead. unless I take the lead back before he gets to the start-finish line. New season, try to renew friendships that might have been lost during the season. I do have one rival in the Infinity series. I will try to get him to not be so upset by not touching his car, and hopefully he doesn't touch mine. But you know, the computer's the computer, so if they want to stay mad, they can stay mad. I'm not worried about it. I beat him 95% of the time through the season anyways, so he only beat me in 3 races.
Careful, still there.
Out of 33, so.
Careful, still there.
Trying to stay focused here. Whoa! Tagged the wall a little bit. All good. Everybody hits the wall, so.
Still there.
Might not hit it on one track, but they might hit it on the next, or the one after that, or the one after that. But everybody gets into the wall at least once out throughout the season, so.
Stay low.
And since I am exhausted, it's hard for me to actually focus right now. I'm doing the best I can here.
Careful.
18 laps, estimated fuel left. I'm on lap 24 of 50, so if we do have a pit stop, it will be only 1, and if there's another caution, it will be during the caution.
All right, clear outside.
If not, we will have a late green flag pit stop. But I will not pit early, because knowing me, there will be a caution, but that would not matter, because then I would have already pit. But I do not want to lose the pack here.
Still there.
But I will be ready to drive Tyler Reddick's car in the next season, and I will not have to worry about him mocking me when it comes down to the championship time. And by the time I build my own team, I should be fast enough to beat him most races anyways. So, hopefully. Because I think in my number 20 Joe Gibbs car, my car was only at 98% most of the time instead of 100.
That's the halfway mark.
My truck is at 100 here. Of course, it doesn't look like it's the fastest at a super speedway, but if I get a truck right up on my back bumper, I will go faster than the computer guys, even with me on their back bumper.
Still there.
If I get on their back bumper, they'll only go 190. If they get on mine, I can go a lot faster. So, because I have almost 1,500 RPMs
All right,
still to pull before I start the red line. So, I make sure I tune the gears that way, or the setup I used, the gears were tuned that way so I would not redline and blow my motor. So I could get up to almost 200 miles an hour and still not be redlining. So on lap 27 and 50, we are over halfway done here. Trying to sit on the bottom here, stay focused. I got my dining room light right now. It's kind of bugging my eyeballs, but if I get a caution here, I will go turn it off. That way it doesn't bother me so much. Pack of trucks behind me there, as you can see. Big old pack. Still all in one giant pack. The replays are kind of cool because the way they fly by the camera, of course, they do make it look like real life. You know, it's kind of cool, but, you know, I can go down inside my truck. I did do a whole race last season, the second race of the Infinity season, inside my truck here. The lights on the Tundra all light up blue. They're nice. They're kind of cool. So just going through the turns, I don't know. It could be the red paint on the truck. It looks like blood keeps splattering up on the window, so it makes it look like I'm running over a bunch of zombies. But you know, I guess it's okay. It's just the way it looks. That's like when you go around Charlotte and you're on your front hood and you're going really fast, it looks like a bunch of lightning bolts on the racetrack as you're going around it. Even though it's just black tar, it's the way they look going that speed, 170, 180 miles an hour. So, but I did do a whole Daytona race on my YouTube channel where I was inside the car the whole time. Got the back here. Silverado behind me. Looks like a Ford F-150 behind him. Right now, Toyota is out front. Lap 30. We will have 20 laps to go this time by.
20 laps to go.
Going ahead and exit back to the front hood here. I just did about 2 or 3 laps inside the truck so you can see it. Of course, it's hard to see what it would look like from behind a whole bunch of other people. It does look kind of cool, and it really does look cool. You'd think these guys are crazy because you can't really see what's in front of you. You just got to trust on the guy in front of you doesn't do nothing stupid. Or a few trucks in front of him doesn't do nothing stupid. And you can see why when they do get into a wreck in real life, why they pile up so fast. Because you virtually cannot see nothing. You just got to have trust that the guy in front of you does nothing stupid, or above you, or a few trucks in front of you does nothing dumb. Because if something was to happen, of course, you ain't got time to react. No time at all. Not going at 190 miles an hour, so. But I will probably not drop back. I want to sit up front here and lead as many laps as I can. And try to take away this checkered flag here for the first race at Daytona. I have a long weekend here at Daytona because I will be driving in 3 different series at Daytona, Atlanta, and Vegas. I've never lost a race at Atlanta. in 7 seasons, which this is the 7th season, so 6 seasons I've never lost a race at Atlanta. I don't want to jinx myself though. Usually I get out front and I just run away from everybody. Whether or not if I ever did this in real life, whether or not I could actually do that, I probably highly doubt it, but you never know. So I've never driven a real stock car. Most people don't. I've never driven a real race car. The fastest I've ever been in a car in real life is about 130, close to that. So, and unfortunately that wasn't a Buick LeSabre, so but that was a long time ago. I was probably back in about 2012, 2013 when I did that. So it's been about 7 years since I've done that.
Got one up top.
7 to 8 years, something like that. I got a truck moving up above me at Peter Giggleman. One of my good buddies here. He also races in the Monster Series. And I got a few guys that race in the Infinity Series with me. Ross Chaston is one of them. Still in the lead here. We got about 15 laps to go. Not sure who is behind me. Trying to stay out front here. Stay focused, staring right at the yellow line here, going around the track.
Got a car high now.
Sit low, force everybody else to go high, which makes it harder to pass.
Got one up top.
There's somebody passing me high now. But they usually don't long when they do.
Careful, still there.
So they just use the draft to go high and try to wrap around me. But it's very hard to do.
Way at the bottom. Careful, still there. Still there.
So the Infinity Series, I changed Tyler Reddick's car from its normal blue and black to gold. I think it's gold, unless that is the Monster Series where I changed the number 3 car to gold. I think it's the Monster Series. I changed the number 3 car to gold. I wish I could get the original Dale Earnhardt paint job, but unfortunately they don't have that on here. They might have it in the paint scheme packs that I still have to buy for October, November, and December. They might have a different paint job on there that I can change it to that would replicate the Dale Earnhardt paint job. I am just happy to be able to drive the number 3 car. I always said if I got that car, I was going to take it. Got a truck coming up behind me that's got a lot of damage on its front end. But at Daytona, as long as you got decent aerodynamics, decent draft, you got somebody in front of you to pull along and somebody behind you to push. That number 24 truck of Brett Moffitt is kind of beat up there in the front. Actually, it is very beat up in the front. Come to look at it here, behind me here.
Down the bottom. All clear.
Brett Moffitt was my teammate when I first started the truck series. I raced the number 2 truck of Sheldon Creed. That was the first truck that I won a championship in. And then I built my own team, and last season was the first time I won a championship as a driver-owner of Black Storm Motorsports for Loves, driving the Toyota Tundra. I would have picked the Chevy, but the Chevy sponsor is the same sponsor that Brett Moffitt drives for, and I do not want to drive for the same sponsor as him. That doesn't look right out on the racetrack. Monster Series, I had a chance to take the Loves car in that one, but since I already drive for Loves, I went on ahead and went with the number 3 car because that's the one I really wanted. It was going to be either the number 3 or the number 24 that I wanted to drive for. I had a choice between the number 3 car or the number 8, so I chose number 3 because, of course, that number is very famous because of Dale Earnhardt. I had Brett Moffitt trying to drive on the outside on a beat-up front-end truck here. You can see his front hood all smashed up. Trying to drive on the outside here. We got about 10 laps to go here. Not this time by, but the next time by after that. It's starting to get very yancy behind me. Trucks are starting to pile up because they want to try to get to the front. Went ahead and let Brett Moffitt get up front. He is one of my good friends, so I have a lot of friends here in the truck series. I don't really have any enemies except one, and he is actually in the Infinity series. So trucks are driving around me now, but that's because I was only going about 184. I didn't have no truck in my back bumper trying to push me to go faster, try not to go too high here. I don't want to get pushed back with 10 laps to go. So we got 10 laps to go here at Daytona. And we should have pit stops coming up here momentarily unless we get a caution. So I will probably go in, get fuel, and I probably won't change any tires at all. So it'll just be a gas and go for the Love's number 69 truck here. I will monitor my fuel. We got estimated 3 laps left, so we will just monitor it and see how much more farther we can go. If trucks start pitting, we will go in with them, and we will just get fuel only. I am watching that right front tire though. If I do have to get tires, I will, but it'll only be right sides. So I will go ahead and go under Massey here. And if Brett Moffitt pits, I will pit with him. We got about 8 laps to go here, but I am almost out of fuel, and I know they are too, so I will go ahead and do this lap and then go around one more time. We are hurting on fuel. We're almost out. I know. One more lap here. Or 3/4 of a lap at least till we pit. Do not want to run out of fuel because it is a long way around. And you won't have no help. And you will get past and you will lose. So I'm sure the computer will come in. If they don't, then that is cheating by the computer just to win. Okay. The leader is coming in, so I will go ahead and pit with him. Up, we got a caution, so never mind on the pitting. We will pit under caution. I will still only get fuel. That should put me back up front unless the computer does the same thing. So I will go ahead and pit. We don't need much fuel because we only got 8 laps left, so I'll get a half a can. No tires. I don't need to repair no damage, so that is good. So we'll be in and out here, and caution flags usually run 2 to 3 laps, so we will probably have about 4 laps left when we come back out, give or take. Maybe even 3. We could have a 4 to 3 lap shootout here. Actually, I did not come out first, which means Matt Crafton actually moved up 10 spots to first place. We will be starting 4th on the outside. I will see how many laps we have left here. We have 4 laps to go. So this is going to be a pretty wild finish here to see if I can get first place. I'm stuck on the high side, so I have to wait till the bottom opens up. A try to stay in the draft so I can get my truck up to speed faster here. I have nobody behind me trying to push me, so I try to make my move here to the inside. I kind of can't right now. See if I can split these two trucks here. Put Brett Moffitt on the outside. I don't want to get stuck in the middle though. Move down low. Okay, nobody on my bottom side.
Stay low, stay low.
Okay, so I will try to put myself in third spot here. Try to stay on the bottom here. We got 3 laps to go this time by.
You got room. You're clear.
I'm going ahead and get behind Ben Rhodes here and going ahead and push him to the front. We've been hooked up most of the day, me and Ben here.
Stay on the bottom here. Clear eye, clear eye.
So I will go ahead and push him to the front, and I might just sit behind him and then pass him coming out at turn 2 on the final lap and hope I can get a truck behind me to push me to the checkered flag. So unless he runs too high through the turn, and then I will go under him. I do have to watch my mirror and make sure nobody comes up underneath me and push me to the outside. So we will have 2 laps to go here at Daytona. Try to get a first victory of the season here. I don't really want to pass him now. And set him on the outside here. I will stay low. It's like Massey is getting right up behind me. That should speed me up enough to pass him because he has nobody on his back bumper. It's like Sheldon Creed is moving low as well. So that will leave Ben Rhodes high and dry on the outside.
You're all clear up top.
Try to stay low here, stay focused on this yellow line here. My tires are wearing out, less than 20%, but that's okay because I only got 1 lap to go. There we go, final lap here at the first race of Daytona of our 7th season. They are trying to line up on the outside here. I will go ahead and stay low. Could be a wild finish here. Just have to wait and see. We have about half a lap to go here at Daytona. Trying to stay low here. We'll see what happens. They are moving high on me. I have nobody low right now. So here we go. I got a truck coming up behind me. He's got to push me fast here. I got to speed up fast. Coming out of turn 4. Going down the stretch. We're side by side. Can I get that first spot in time? Yes! Yes, we got the victory. Woo! Oh man, skin of my teeth right there, ladies and gentlemen. Skin of my teeth. Oh my gosh, what a finish. What a finish. We were side by side, and I got ahead right at the last second to take away the checkered flag. And we will do some donuts here at the Daytona infield. Yes, first victory of the season. All right, that was amazing. That was so awesome. Oh my gosh, side by side, and I pulled ahead. Probably not within 500 feet of the start-finish line. I pull ahead by a bumper length to take the checkered flag. What a race. What a race. That was fun. It's always fun coming down to the end at Daytona. You just got to stay focused and not do something stupid. There was Matt Crafton wrecking, spinning out, taking a bunch of other trucks with him as far as Stuart Francine. And so that was amazing. If we can see the end of it here, which it looks like it is right here, coming to the end. Might be, I'm not sure, maybe not. But that is okay. So, what a victory. We, there you can see the time, 37 minutes, 52 seconds, 7:24 for me. And Mason Massey, 37 minutes, 52 seconds, 7:28. So 4 thousandths of a second separated me and him, which is probably not even the length of the bumper to the grill. that is very, very close. Very, very close. So that was a good victory for Love's Black Storm Motorsports, which is the name of my racing company. We will take home $272,800. $272,879 for today's race. We have the first victory. We can celebrate, drink our beer, and drink our beer. Good job, team. Good job, driver. That was awesome. I don't feel so exhausted now. I think that woke me up a little bit. Celebrate. Get the confetti there. All right. Fastest lap, me, 47 seconds, 2:46. Most laps led, me with 24, almost half the race. On the move, Peter Gilgerman from 31st to 5th. Good run for Parker Gilgerman. Tough break for Grant Enfinger, 6th to 30th. That close of a finish. 0.04 of a second between me and second place here at Daytona for the first race of the season here in Season 7. Holy cow, Chris Shirley reaches 100 wins. I got my 100th win today. As Giddy fans celebrate, they all agree that 200 is within reach. Well, 200 wins is a long ways away. So, unless that... I don't think that's my 100th... That might be my 100th win overall, but it could be my 100th win just in the truck series alone. See here. We got some messages here. It looks like one from Joey Logano, one from Tyler Reddick, who I took his car, so hopefully the video is halfway decent. So, like, you stole my car, I want it back.
100 wins, that's amazing. I wish I was that good.
Okay.
How about that one? 100 wins. That's really insane. You're a legend.
Okay.
100 wins. That is amazing. How did you do it?
I did it by kicking ass, William Byron. That's what I did.
100 career wins, man. How do you do it?
I just drive. I'm a driving god. That's right, Stuart Francine. All right, Tyler Dipple Nipple, thank you. All right, let's see here. I got a lot of people congratulating me here. This is the Daytona win here, not 100 wins. Well, we can go fishing together, Austin Wayne Self, but I can't cast because I get my line snagged in the bushes. Got a lot of people congratulating me for my 100th win. I'm a legend already. So, next race will be the Infinity Series race. We got Daytona, Atlanta, Las Vegas, and Phoenix. Phoenix, I always suck at that race. I will probably simulate it like I normally do because I can never get out of the top 20 because I suck at that track. So I will go ahead and go for 3 top 10s and 4 races here for the RCR contract. We are running the number 2 car. I changed the paint job to Tame the Beast instead of its normal paint job. which is Tyler Reddick's car. And instead of doing what I thought was 70 laps, we are actually doing 60. But I am not going to do that right now. We're going to head and wait. So my teammate is K's. This says right here, founded in 1969, Richard Childress Racing is one of the largest and most storied organizations in NASCAR competition. Throughout the history, RCR has accumulated a total of 17 championships and more than 200 victories. So most of those championships coming from none other than Dale Earnhardt himself. So it says number 99, but it's number 2. They always do that. So, but we are always at the bottom in the championship standings, or in the point standings, so that doesn't matter at the beginning. My old teammates was Brandon Jones. Christopher Bell was the person I took over last season. I let him take his car back because I want to see how good of a driver he is, and how much he can actually finish up front. And the other teammate I had last season was Jeffrey Earnhardt. So, and I do have 100 wins. That's probably overall. Yes, because the Gander Truck Series I only have 37 wins. So overall, out of 287 races, I have 100 wins, 134 top 5s, 158 top 10s, 203 top 20s, and only 6 poles. It's very hard to get a pole position on this game, even if you think you are running the fastest car. Apparently the computer always seems to beat you. Don't know why. Total laps, 12,652. I have led 4,039 out of the 12,000. So, but that's because a lot of the races I do not run up front the whole race if I ever get up front. So that is it. That's my overall stats. Reputation is a plus 75. Only one rival in the Infinity Series, which is the 08 of Gaulding there, as you can see. He is the only dude that seems to be upset at me. Dirt Series, I do not race anymore. That is here. I have hung my boots up. Who wins the championship this year in the Dirt Series, I will not know, because I do not get any information about that. So that is going to be it for this episode. The purse for this Daytona race is $635,000. I'm waiting to see how much money I can make in the Monster Series, because the purse money goes up quite a bit. And the Vegas race in the Monster Series, if you finish first, you get $1 million, because that is always the Vegas race in the Monster Series. If you finish first, your team gets $1 million. I would love to finish first at Vegas in the Monster Series and get $1 million. That would really help contribute to building my Infinity Series team next season. Because when I build the team, I want to max everything out without having to race before I get it maxed out, like I did in the truck season. Got a lot of races here. 33 races of these seasons will all be at the same track, and then it starts to mix up here. California Auto Club, this year I need to make sure I race it right and not think it's like Michigan, because last season I finished 38th, which is dead last, which did not help me in the point standings. And after Vegas last season, I finished 10th at Vegas at the race 26, and then after that we fell apart. We did not get another top 10 the rest of the season. Closest was at Dover with 11th place, but the first time at Dover I finished second. Why I got 11th, I have no idea. It seemed like the computer cars were out to get me, and I could not go fast enough. But that is all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Subscribe below, like, comment, let me know what you think. That was a good win. While I got other videos on here from season 6, I need to go through them, and some of the videos are too short, or I got kind of upset with the computer or myself because I was tired. Those I will probably take off because I did not do the races. But that is all. I've been running for an hour, and I am done for today. So have a good night. Bye-bye.